My fiancé said, "Don't expect me to take your last name, it sounds lower class." I said, "I respect that." Then I gave my last name to someone who wanted it. Her mother's confused call about the wedding invitation with a different bride. I, 33 male, was at my fiancé's parents' house going over wedding invitations when she said it. We'd been engaged 8 months together, 3 years. Wedding was in 5 months. Everything was booked. Her mom's calligrapher was there. Fancy lady charging $1,400 for invitation work. Whatever. Her parents were paying. And the bride's married name? The calligrapher asked. My fiancée didn't look up from her phone. I'm keeping mine. First, I'd heard about it. "Oh, when did you decide that?" "I've always planned to. My name is my brand." She worked in PR, had like 8,000 followers on LinkedIn, thought she was a CEO. We never talked about it. Didn't realize I needed permission. Her dad coughed. "Sweetheart, that's something couples usually discuss. There's nothing to discuss besides." She finally looked at me. "No offense, but your last name sounds kind of lower class." Everyone went silent. Lower class. My last name is Polish. My grandfather carried it through Ellis Island in 1952 with $12 in his pocket. My dad built a plumbing business under that name. 50 employees. That lower class name put me through college debt-free. Lower class, I repeated. You know what I mean. It's hard to pronounce. Mine sounds more professional, more sophisticated. What's sophisticated about being a snob? Excuse me. You heard me. Her mom jumped in. Let's all calm down. I'm calm. Just learned something about my fiancé. Drove home separately. She was staying at her place that night. Whatever. Sat in my apartment thinking about that comment. About how she'd said it so casually, like it was obvious my family wasn't good enough. Called her the next morning. "We need to talk about yesterday." "Oh my God. Are you seriously still upset?" I said, "No offense. That doesn't make it less offensive." "You're being dramatic. It's just a name." "Exactly, so why is mine too lower class for you?" "I didn't." "Fine, I'm sorry you're sensitive about it." "That's not an apology." "What do you want me to say?" "That you understand why calling my family name lower class is messed up." "Look, I don't have time for this. I have a meeting." "Make time." "No, you're being ridiculous. Call me when you're ready to be reasonable." She hung up, stared at my phone for maybe 10 minutes, checked our vendor contracts. Venue was in my name. I'd paid the $4,200 deposit. Photographer was hers, DJ was mine, $800 deposit, cater was split. Sent an email to the venue. Need to discuss cancellation policy. They responded within an hour. Full refund if canceled 6 months out. We were at 5 months, 1 week. Did the math. 5 more days and I'd lose everything. Made the decision. Texted her. I can't marry someone who looks down on my family. Weddings canceled. I'll handle my vendors, you handle yours. Sent it at 2:47 p.m. Her response came at 2:51 p.m. What? What? Call me right now. This is insane. You're throwing away 3 years over nothing. My parents spent $30,000 on this wedding. Call me. Blocked her number. Blocked her on everything. Called the venue. I need to cancel. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Can I ask why? Personal reasons. Can I still get the refund? Yes, you're just inside the window. I'll process it today. Got my $4,200 back by end of week. Called the DJ. Lost the $800 deposit. Terms were clear. Emailed my half of the guest list. Simple message. Wedding canceled. Personal reasons. Sorry for any trouble. 3 weeks later, I was doing all right. My brother brought beer. My mom called every day. Normal breakup stuff. Then my buddy invited me to a charity thing. Animal shelter fundraiser, open bar, silent auction. Seemed fine. Met someone at the auction table. She was volunteering. Jeans, sneaker, ponytail. We started talking. She was a vet, funny, real. Got her number. We went out. 2 months in, she met my family. My mom taught her how to say our last name. My dad told her the Ellis Island story. She loved it. Your name has real history, she said. That's beautiful. 6 months from the breakup, I knew. Bought a ring, nothing crazy, $2,800, her style. Proposed at the animal shelter during a volunteer shift. She was holding a beagle puppy. She said, yes, I'd be honored to take your name, she said. We set a date. 4 months out. Small wedding, 50 people max. Sent, save the dates 3 weeks later. My ex's mother called 2 days after. Is this true? You're getting married? Yes, in 4 months to someone else. That's generally how weddings work. How dare you after what you did to my daughter? What I did? I broke up with her. People break up. She's been devastated. She called my family name lower ass. That's on her. It was a mistake. She was stressed. Stressed enough to insult my heritage. Cool. Still broken up. She loves you. She's been waiting for you to come to your senses for 6 months while I met someone, dated them, and got engaged. That's not waiting, that's denial. You owe her a conversation. I owe her nothing. Don't call again. Hung up. My fiancé asked what that was about. My ex's mom. Apparently my ex still thinks we're getting back together. That's concerning. It'll blow over. It did not blow over. Update 1. Week after her mom called. My ex started texting from a new number. We need to talk. Stop ignoring me. I heard about your little rebound. We both know it won't last. You're making a mistake. Block the number. She got another one. I drove past your place today. Saw you with her. Really? That's your type now. Screenshot that one. Send it to my buddy who's a cop. Him. That's concerning. Keep records. Me on it. 2 weeks before the wedding, she showed up at my parents' house. My mom called me immediately. Your ex is in our driveway. What? Wants to talk to us about your mistake. They called the police if she doesn't leave. Already did. They're on the way. Cops showed up. Talked to her. She left. They filed a report for trespassing since my parents told her to leave and she refused. Got a copy of that report. My brother texted, dude, she's losing it. Me noted. That weekend, my fiancé and I went to our venue, community center with a nice garden. We were checking final details with the coordinator. I saw a car in the parking lot just sitting there. Looked closer. Her, my ex just watching us. That's her, isn't it? My fiancé asked. Yeah. What do we do? Finish our meeting. If she's still there when we leave, I'm calling the cops. We finished. She was gone by then. Monday, my venue coordinator called. I need to tell you something. Someone called pretending to be your fiancé. Tried to cancel the booking. What? Yeah. Said the wedding was off. Wanted the deposit back. I asked for verification and they hung up. It was my ex. That's what I figured. I made a note that only you two can make changes with photo ID. Thank you. Same day the caterer called. Same story. Someone tried to cancel. Then the DJ. Then the photographer. She was calling every vendor trying to sabotage the wedding. Called my cop buddy again. She's escalating. Get a restraining order. Can I with the trespassing report and vendor harassment? Yeah, let me send you the paperwork. Filed that day. Court hearing was scheduled for 3 days before the wedding. Meanwhile, she ramped up, created a fake email account, sent messages to my entire side of the guest list. Warning, the groom is abusive. This wedding is a mistake. Do not attend. You have been warned. 12 people forwarded me that email. Screenshot every single one. Her dad called me. First time since the breakup. I'm sorry, wasn't expecting that. Her mother's been encouraging this. I've tried to stop it. I just wanted you to know not everyone thinks you're the villain. Congratulations on your wedding. I hope she's good to you. Thank you. That means a lot. Be careful this week. My daughter's talking about fixing everything before it's too late. Fixing what? I don't know, but watch yourself. Hung up and hired security. 2 off-duty cops, $400 total. Worth it. Restraining order hearing was 2 days before the wedding. Brought everything, texts, emails, trespassing report, vendor harassment documentation. She showed up with her mother and a lawyer. Judge reviewed the file, looked at her. You've been contacting his vendors to cancel his wedding. I was trying to save him from making a mistake. That's not your decision to make. You've also shown up at his parents' home after being asked to leave. I needed to talk to them. And you sent emails to his wedding guests calling him abusive. Her lawyer jumped in. Your Honor, my client was emotional. Your client is harassing someone who broke up with her 6 months ago. Restraining order granted, 500 fit. No contact, direct or indirect. Violation means jail. She started crying. You can't do this. I just did. Next case. We left. She was screaming in the parking lot. Her mom was trying to calm her down. My fiancé squeezed my hand. It's over. Not until we're married. Wedding day. Perfect weather. Everyone arrived. Security was at every entrance. 3:52 p.m. Security radioed. She's here, parking lot. Keep eyes on her. 3:58 p.m. She's approaching. We're intercepting. Could see it from inside her, arguing with security, getting loud. They didn't budge. She left. 4:30 p.m., music started. My fiancée walked down the aisle. Ceremony was perfect. She took my name, the lower class one, said it proudly in her vows. We kissed. Everyone cheered. Reception started. Food was amazing. People danced. Security came to me during dinner. She tried the back entrance. We stopped her. Want us to call police? My wife answered. No, she doesn't get to ruin this day. Let her leave. They escorted her off property. We danced. We laughed. We celebrated. Honeymoon was 1 week. No cell service. Perfect. Came back to 23 voicemails from blocked numbers. All her. You made the biggest mistake of your life. She'll leave you when she realizes who you really are. I'm the only one who truly knows you. You'll come back. They always do. Save them all. 2 days after we got back, got served with papers, small claims court. She was suing me for $40,000. Emotional distress and financial damages from broken engagement. Call the lawyer. Can she do this? She can file. She'll lose. Engagements aren't contracts, but you need to show up. Court date was 3 weeks out. Meanwhile, my buddy, who's a cop, told me something interesting. She violated the restraining order. Those voicemails, that's indirect contact. You can report it. What happens? She gets arrested, spends a night in jail, gets a violation on her record. Thought about it, took the recordings to the police station. They issued a warrant. She was arrested 2 days later. Posted bail. Had another court hearing. Judge was not happy. You had one job, stay away, you couldn't do it. I just wanted closure. 23 voicemails isn't closure, it's obsession. 30 days in jail suspended. Violate again, you serve it. Understood. This is insane. Understood. Yes. Small claims court came. We showed up with evidence. Her text calling my name lower ass. Documentation of me ending it respectfully. Proof I'd paid my own vendors. She showed up with a binder of damages. Judge looked at her filing. You're suing for emotional distress. Yes, he abandoned me. He ended an engagement. That's not illegal. But the wedding was planned. My parents spent money on their choice, not his responsibility. He moved on in 6 months. Clearly, he never loved me. Your feelings aren't a legal claim. Case dismissed, but dismissed. We walked out. She tried to follow us. I'll never stop fighting for us. My wife turned around. First time addressing her directly. There is no us. There never really was. You wanted someone you could mold into your perfect image. He wanted someone who'd accept him as he is. You chose wrong. He chose right. It's done. We got in the car, drove away. That was 2 months ago. Update 2. 2 months since the court dismissal. Haven't heard from my ex since my wife's parking lot speech. Complete radio silence. Filed a defamation lawsuit. But the emails calling me abusive for the vendor calls, for the attempts to sabotage. Seeking $15,000 in damages. Her lawyer reached out. My client will cease all contact if you drop the suit. My lawyer. She already has a restraining order requiring no contact. That's not a bargaining chip. Her lawyer. What do you want? My lawyer. Public apology. Written statement admitting she lied about the abuse. Posted to her social media for 30 days and she pays our legal fees, $200 so far. Her lawyer. She'll never agree to that. My lawyer. Then we go to court. Her emails are defamation per se. We'll win, and then we'll garnish wages if needed. 3 days later, my client agrees to your terms. The apology went up on her LinkedIn, the one she cared so much about. Professional network, where she'd built her brand. I need to address false statements I made about my ex-fiancé. I sent emails claiming he was abusive. This was untrue. I was hurt and angry about our breakup and lied to damage his reputation. I apologize for this behavior and retract all statements made about him. He was never abusive to me in any way. Pinned to the top of her profile stayed up for 30 days. Her followers saw it, her co-workers saw it, her clients saw it. Her professional brand took a massive hit. The $3,200 payment cleared. My buddy who works in PR, different firm, said she lost 2 clients over it. People don't want to work with someone who publicly admits to making false abuse accusations. Meanwhile, life was good. My wife and I got a dog from the shelter, named him Buddy. He's a good boy. We painted our apartment, hung up our wedding photos, lived our lives, Found out through my brother that my ex has been telling people a different story. Now that I forced her to post the apology that I'm vindictive and cruel. Shh. The guy who just wanted her to stop harassing him is the cruel one. Her mom apparently tried to call my mom again. My mom didn't answer. She left a voicemail, though. My mom played it for me. Your son destroyed my daughter's career. Her reputation, everything she worked for. I hope you're happy. My mom's response sent via text. Your daughter destroyed her own reputation when she lied about abuse. My son just made sure people knew the truth. Maybe teacher actions have consequences. Savage. Love, my mom. Got a message from a random number last week. Not my ex, her friend. You know she had to move back in with her parents, right? Lost her apartment. Can barely afford anything. That was all your fault. Me? No. That was the consequence of her harassing me for months and lying about abuse. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. She loved you. She loved the version of me that would have changed his name, moved to her preferred neighborhood and ditched his lower-ass family. I'm not that person, never was. At her. You're heartless. Me? I'm happy, that's what matters. Block the number. My wife asked about it. I told her. Do you feel bad? She asked about the lawsuit, the apology. No, she tried to ruin my reputation with lies. She got consequences. That's fair. Good. Just making sure you're okay with it. I'm better than okay. I'm married to someone who won in lower-ass name. I won. She laughed. We both won. Truth. The name my ex called lower-ass is now on our mailbox, our joint bank account, our dog's vet records. She's living with her parents, rebuilding a reputation she destroyed herself. I'm living with my wife in our normal apartment with our shelter dog, completely content. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate. It's just letting entitled people face the natural consequences of their actions. She thought she was too good for my name. Now she gets to watch me share it with someone who was proud to take it. That's justice. Update 3, final. 6 months since the wedding. 4 months since the defamation settlement. Haven't heard from my ex in months until last week. Got a message on LinkedIn from her. New account, different profile picture. I'm reaching out to offer an olive branch. I've been in therapy. I've grown. I understand now that I hurt you. I'd like to meet for coffee to apologize properly and get closure. Stared at it for a minute, showed my wife. What do you think? I think she wants something. People like her don't just want closure. Should I respond? That's your call. Thought about it. Decided to No thanks, I have closure. Good luck with everything. She responded immediately. Please, I need this. I've changed. Then be changed somewhere away from me. I'm trying to do the right thing here. The right thing would have been not harassing me for months. Not lying about abuse, not trying to ruin my wedding. You don't get credit for basic decency after all that. So you'll never forgive me? I don't need to forgive you. We're not in each other's lives anymore. That's enough. What about Christian forgiveness, second chances? You got second chances. Every time you called, every time you showed up, every time I could have pressed charges but didn't. You used them all up. I was hurt. So was I. I didn't stalk you. I moved on with someone beneath you. There it was. The real her still there under all that therapy talk. Beneath me. She's a vet who saves animals and took my lower-class name with pride. She's better than anything you could ever be. She's a nobody with a community college degree, and yet she's the one who married me. Weird how that worked out. Screenshot the whole conversation just in case. She kept going. You settled. You know you did. I was the one who pushed you to be better, to want more. She's going to keep you small and mediocre forever. I'd rather be small and mediocre with someone who loves me than better with someone who looks down on me. We're done here. We're not done. We'll never be done. You know we're meant to be together. Blocked her again. Sent the screenshots to my lawyer. Just documenting, he replied. Good call. This violates the spirit of the restraining order. Want to pursue? Not unless she escalates. She didn't, but her mom did. 2 days later, got a call at work. Receptionist said, someone's here to see you. Says she's your mother-in-law. Which one? An older woman, very upset. Went to the lobby, her mom, my ex's mom, looking furious. We need to talk. No, we don't. My daughter reached out in good faith, and you rejected her. Your daughter called my wife a nobody with a community college degree. That's not good faith. She was emotional. She's always emotional. That's not my problem anymore. You have to give her another chance. No, I don't. Actually, you need to leave before I call security. I'm not going anywhere until... Called security. Need someone at the front desk. They showed up, escorted her out. She was screaming the whole way about how I was destroying her baby. My boss came out. What was that about? My ex's mom won't let go. Need me to do anything? Ban her from the building? Done. Got home that night. My wife was cooking dinner. The dog was asleep on the couch. Normal Tuesday. Told her about the LinkedIn messages and the office visit, so she learned nothing. My wife said, nope, still thinks she's better than everyone. And her mom? Enabler to the end. We ate dinner, watched TV, went to bed. That's the thing about entitled people. They don't change. They just get better at hiding it temporarily. My ex tried the I've grown approach. Lasted about 5 messages before she showed her real colors. Still thought my wife was beneath us both. Still thought she deserved another chance despite everything. Some people are incapable of self-reflection. They see themselves as the victim no matter what they did. My ex will probably tell people I refused her olive branch and won't let her move on. She'll paint herself as the bigger person who tried, don't care. Not my story to manage anymore. The lower class name she hated. It's on our Christmas cards now, family photos with the dog. Happy holidays from the last name family. Sent them to everyone, including people who knew us both. Got a text from a mutual friend. Your Christmas card is adorable. You look really happy. Me, I am. Her. For what it's worth, we all knew she was a snob. Glad you found someone better. Turns out a lot of people knew. They just didn't say anything while we were together. My ex spent 3 years making me feel like I wasn't good enough. Turns out everyone else thought she wasn't good enough for me. Funny how that works. Last thing, my wife's pregnant. Found out 2 weeks ago, 12 weeks along, due in May. We're naming the baby after my grandfather, the one who came through Ellis Island with that lower class name. My ex wanted me to be ashamed of where I came from. Instead, I'm making sure the next generation knows exactly where we came from and is proud of it. That's not revenge. That's just life. Moving forward with people who value you. Building something real with someone who sees your worth. The entitled lose because they push away the people who could have loved them. Then they watch from the outside as those people build beautiful lives with someone else. My ex is watching from the outside now, from her parents' house with her damaged reputation. Still convinced she's the victim. Meanwhile, I'm inside a life I actually want. With a wife who wanted my name, a dog who's a very good boy, and a baby on the way who will carry that lower class name into the future. We both made our choices. I chose someone who valued me. She chose her ego. We both got what we chose. The difference is I'm happy with mine.